Hi, this is Sam from Prism Communications, and today we're going to do a website review of an existing website that we are working on for a client, and show you the improvements we've made to this website in a new website that we've built. So BobbyMcGee.com is a website that is over 5 years old and has not been updated at all really since it was built, and it's powered and hosted on Guzmo Systems, which is a off-the-shelf shopping cart technology. And Bobby is a running coach that sells books and DVDs and also private coaching services. So just going to start with an overall analysis of his homepage and his website, and show you some of the problems we identified, and then we'll show you the new design and how we address that. So first thing when you look at a website is you look at all of the content above the fold, as we called it, where you do not have to scroll down. And typically when people come to a site, they only look at this area before they decide if they're going to stay on. They're lazy, they don't want to take time to read. And so when you come to this website, you immediately see a logo in the top left hand, not a bad logo. It says Bobby McGee Endurance Sports. It looks like it's someone running here. So you probably think that it's a running website, but you might not be sure, because endurance sports doesn't necessarily mean runner. And nowhere in this entire area does it really say exactly what it does, because there's no headline here. Grace, gratitude, and guts is more like the slogan for the company. And then here the only thing you can see is welcome to BobbyMcGee.com. And you can read the first line at the bottom here, which says Bobby helps you become a better athlete, creating a bullet. So on the right over here it says Triathlon on the Run, comprehensive running biomechanics drills. And you can see a DVD, so it obviously seems to be a running focused website, but it also could be a triathlon website, not quite sure. And then over here on the left hand side you see on the menu, which is not usually that normal these days, having a menu on the left hand side. Usually most sites tend to have it across the top. That's the general standard, although some do have it on the left hand side also. But you see biomechanics coaching, mental side, books, products, services, Bobby's blog. The other problem we identified with this website is it's really not very easy to read. Typically sites work best, not all the time, but work best when you have a font that's easier to read. And this font here, it's very bolded, and it's on a white on gray background, is not usually the best contrasting color scheme. So as you scroll down here, you can now see that there's running books that Bobby's written. So you're starting to see that this is a running website. And then you can read the copy here, which is not bad here. And it seems to tell you what Bobby does, which is winning run training that suits you. Those are for training for the Olympics, or trying to be the best that you can be. Bobby's something to optimize your efforts. So this is analysis of the homepage. And also this picture here in the middle, it's not bad, but there probably could be a better overall branding picture here to show exactly what they do here. So as we go through the rest of the site, I'm just going to quickly scroll through this. The biomechanics page, this is obviously about running biomechanics, so now you're getting into things more. The copy here, again, it's kind of hard to read, but it talks about what Bobby does. He has some quotes here from world-class athletes. He's obviously very accomplished, and these quotes would have been really nice probably to have them on the homepage, or at least some more credibility indicators on the homepage. So then you go over here to the coaching tab, and again talks about working with an Olympic coach. That's a pretty good headline here. And this is long, a lot of writing here, and typically people don't read that much. So you want to make sure that you're very precise in your language and that people understand exactly what you do very quickly, but it's well written. Then here, the mental side, as we go into the mental preparation that he does coaching on. Again, quotes at the bottom here, and a good good overall description of his mental side training. And then finally, there's a services tab, and here's where we have a bit of a problem. Is services seems to be all-encompassing, and these other products, biomechanics, coaching, and mental side, are again listed here. So there's no real hierarchy. The service tab is below all these other things here. And if you want to get any information, you click here and it'll go to the Contact Us page. Now there's no phone number. There's no, well, they have the address here, and obviously you can submit an email, which is fine. Another main problem on this site is the Contact Us form is at the very bottom. So it's obviously very hard for people to find out. Say I wanted to get coaching, biomechanics, it'd be very hard for me to figure out how to get in touch with them. Now in some of these pages here, again, they have the Contact Us tab, and that makes it a little bit easier, but again, this could be highlighted in blue or bolder because they're not that clear that you can actually get these services by clicking on these tabs. So no ability to purchase here. And then finally, we have Bobby's blog, and this is Bobby's. He has an embedded site here from another blog. So it's a blog platform that's basically been embedded in the site. You see, it's not very user-friendly here, and it's a little bit visually jarring. Some really good content. He's got a lot of information in here, but it's just not well integrated into a site. So finally, I want to go into the books and products page, and this is where we start to see what we viewed as the real problem to the site. Is, first of all, when we see these products, our tendency, as we've been taught in Amazon and all of our other sites, is to click on this, and I would think that would take me to a fuller description of this, but now I'm trying to get out of this, and okay, there I clicked on that, which is not normal. Usually you'd click off of something and it would disappear. So I'm trying to get a more full description. All right, there I have it. Now I can go read. And the problem you have here is, as I scroll down to the bottom, I'm going to want to have an add to cart button here, because people, the rule of thumb in e-commerce is to have as many opportunities for people to buy as possible on a page. Now the add to cart button is at the top right here, and if I go back, say I wanted to add this to the cart, I'm able to do that, which is good. But now look how small the item is here. It's not very. This is just not very well visually done. It's hard to read, hard to see the product that you have. Okay, I don't have a coupon. Another thing that the coupon code does for you is, if you don't have a coupon, the tendency of a lot of people is to go type in Bobby McGee coupons, and I'm going to go look for it. So that is an opportunity to bring you away from the site. And this client actually doesn't have any coupon codes, and we typically don't recommend that our clients do a lot of couponing unless they have, if they want to track other people coming to their site, there's other ways to do that. So if we go over here, I don't see any coupons for Bobby. So anyway, so now the other problem we saw here is it's very very unclear what the big button is to go next. You know, you have continue shopping, update cart. Okay, now so here's the secure checkout. That's hard to find. Usually, you know, Amazon has a big yellow button. You're going to want to make that bigger. So now I'm going to go to this checkout page. Now, if you see here, they have this login or register. Now, okay, I don't have a login because this is my first time here. And then the other thing they want to do, obviously, is have you create an account. Now, you're not a Amazon where people do all their shopping every day with you. You're kind of probably going to be a one or twice purchase minimum or maximum in your lifetime on this website. So it's usually not a good idea. This, I call this barrier to the sale. Usually the more clicks you put in front of a customer to get them to the sale, the harder it is. So if you see, if we go back here, we have one click, we have another click, now we have another one, and I don't want to create an account, so I'm going to go here to guest checkout, which is good that they have that. So that's 3 clicks. Now I'm going to enter in my information. Okay. And all right, now I have to do it again. That's 4 clicks. This is frustrating. Okay, I'll click again. 5 clicks. 6 clicks here. All right, they don't like my email address. Where is that? All right. So okay. So I clicked guest, but my email address is now considered invalid because I'm a guest. So now I have to click that and fill it in. Now you see what happens is if I was a real client, I'd probably be pretty frustrated here because the typical shopping experience usually takes, shouldn't take this long, and we're not used to that when you've been shopping on sites like Amazon and eBay and all the other sites. So now I'm going to have to, so if you see here, if I enter my credit card information, I'm going to end up clicking up to 9 times, and studies have shown that every click or step you make people take, you're going to have a drop-off rate. In fact, there's a lot of shopping carts. If you go to the beginning of this again, studies have shown typically when someone enters a cart, up to 80% of them never completed checkout. Now, if you look at this one, what percentage do you think goes in here and never completes a checkout? I don't know the statistics on this page because we don't have analytics installed, but it's probably, I'd say, a lot higher than 80% probably never go through this checkout process just because of the frustration of it. And you wouldn't be used to having to go through all these steps. But anyway, that was a little bit smoother the second time because I'd already filled in this information. But overall, a older site with a lot of problems, some good potential, some good copy, and other things, good products obviously too, but overall many problems that we'd identified. So this is the new site we built. And if you see above the fold here, we redid Bobby's logo with a new updated look. Bobby McGee Endurance Sports, we put his slogan right by the logo, so it's clear to people this is exactly what they are: grace, gratitude, and guts. And then next we have a clearly centered and prominent tagline, or headline as you call it: experience magical running. So this is clear, this is a running website. And then here we have prominently displayed the phone number right above the other prominently displayed Contact Us page. And then here in the middle, we have a very good running video that Bobby has out there, which is not on his old website, which we found, which was professionally produced. So if you click on this, it's the Essentials of Running Mechanics with Bobby McGee, so it's clear to see what he's doing. You can see the endurance films, Key Foundations of Running Mechanics with Bobby McGee. It's a very credible source. The fact that he works with top endurance triathlon organizations, this gives him a tremendous amount of credibility. And then the next thing we have here is the main focus of Bobby's site, or the homepage, is to get people to trust him and join his movement. He wants to start a movement, a mass community of runners. So instead of trying to sell something here, he has a very prominently displayed in this real estate download 21 free running tip videos. You enter your name and your email, and we have a big orange call to action button here. You can actually get 21 free running videos, which will be emailed to you over the course of a time period after that. So the next thing that so if you see above the fold, we have a very prominent call to action on the phone number if anyone has any questions. We have credibility indicators, a headline which tells you clearly what he does, very clear navigation bar, and downloading running tip videos, which is the main focus and purpose of the homepage. Now, when you scroll down, the next thing you're going to see is a series of products which Bobby has. Now, we put these on the homepage because while the primary purpose of the homepage is not to sell, we do want to lend credibility to this homepage with the products, very prominent products that Bobby's done with the USA Triathlon organization here with Bobby McGee, which is part of a 5 DVD set. These are both available on the website, and then his Run Workouts book and Magical Running book, which all show you Bobby, hey, he's a very accomplished, high credibility individual with a track record of published books. The other thing we have is testimonials, and you see, click here, you can read more and go to a whole page full of testimonials. And then we have his blog posts. So this is the homepage, and you can see much cleaner, much more intelligently designed website. So the next thing we did was we added, which wasn't on this website, an About Bobby page where you tell the story of who Bobby is. We believe this is important, writing good copy to tell people, especially in a coaching situation, who they're going to be working with. Bobby was born in South Africa. He's got a great, unique history. See a few pictures of Bobby. And then finally down here we have a bunch of testimonials about Bobby where you can go read more after that. So the next page, and you see still on this page, there's a 21 free running tip videos, and then testimonials here on the side. So there's still a call to action, things that people can do. So the next page we have are the coaching services page, and here we've taken the things that Bobby does, and we asked Bobby what he wanted to feature. He has biomechanics coaching, mental training, and his camps. We put those in a drop-down menu. So if I'll click on one of those, and it's very clear to people, okay, these are the things that Bobby does. So we have the mental skills training, which talks about the need for this, the services Bobby provides, and then the pricing. And then now this is obviously people are going to set up an appointment. They're going to have to talk to Bobby over the phone. So to get people into this, we have a form. This is called a lead generation form. They can submit their name, submit their email, and their phone number, and then how they heard about us. And then when they submit this goes into our system, and Bobby will automatically get an email, can call and follow up, because on the old website, there aren't really any clear forms and calls to action. There's some small links that are hard to find on some of these pages, but it's very clear when you get to the bottom of this page what we want you to do, which is fill out this form, and then at the top here we still have the money tip video. If you go to biomechanics, you see the same thing on the run form training. You see the same thing in the private coaching that Bobby does, and you see the same thing in the seminars and workshops, which Bobby has that he does. And then the next thing we'll show you here is Bobby's blog. We took the information and we have imported it into WordPress, and we've made it look very clean and put popular posts here on the side, put some recent posts, put some testimonials, and made this look like a clean blog that's integrated into the entire site. No change in layout and design. And finally, contact Bobby. We have his address, and this time we've added his phone number. Again, that's for credibility's sake. And finally, the contact us form here. And that takes us to the all-important shopping cart. And that, again, we have used an off-the-shelf shopping cart technology, but this time a much better one called Infusionsoft. And if you see all the different products here as we go down, we have a read more button here, and when you click on this, instead of getting a pop-up of the graphic, which no one wants to see, you go into a description of this book. So when I go back, again, we go to Magical Running, same thing, quote from Runner's World, and a description of the book, and finally the other products down here. So the other thing we have is a very, very clear add to cart button, big orange, very, very clear add to cart. So there's no doubt what we want you to do on this page, orange buttons. So I click on this, and we go to the shopping cart, and you'll see here one page, and I'll fill this out. It has the autofill function. It's very clear what they want me to do. The entire website here. I have a very easy button to auto-populate the rest of the fields. I could pay with PayPal, which is very nice for a lot of people, or pay with a credit card. And I'm going to click here, check out, and that would complete my transaction. So you have 2 clicks versus 8 or 9 clicks that you need to get through the shopping cart. The key to shopping cart checkout abandonment rate, beating that 80% where they abandon, is to make it as simple as possible. So that concludes our discussion on the redesign and implementation of Bobby McGee's new site. And we're going to put this site live and see how much of an improvement we get on his sales, and also the size of his email list based on the design principles we've used. And that's all. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions about our services, you can email us at the Prism Communications website, prism-communications.com, and ask for one of our free 30-minute consultations. We'll do the same thing for your website, showing you what you could improve. All right, that's it. Thanks.